Yo, what's good, y'all? It is your boy Tony the Savant back with another one. Hope everybody's having a good to great day out there. Let me hit the T. Let me hit the T. Yes, sir. We are back to work. Y'all, forgive me for the hiatus, man. I'm just got my other business, the job, the family. 100 excuses, but I get it in when I get it in. And we back to work now. Um, Episode 3. You missed out on the first 2 episodes. I know we have my boy D Hop on. Then we have my boy Marlo knows basketball and boxing on. I'm gonna go solo today, just because this was kind of on the fly, especially with everything going on with the Damian Lillard trade. I had to chime in, man. I had to do my research and I had to chime in because your boy was working on his other business, and all of a sudden I get the word. I get the word. I didn't see this coming. Although, kudos to my boy Ticket TV. Y'all go subscribe to his channel as well. He called this one out. You know what I mean? And I learned not to doubt Ticket. You know, on some of these basketball moves that are made. So, let me do my intro real quick. Shout out to my cousin Hawk. That's the ambassador. Shout out to my boy Jeezy. That's the manager. Shout out to my boy Paulie Corleone. It's Uncle Paulie Entertainment over here. Shout out to y'all, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're pulling up to this live show. All right, so let's get into this, man. The first topic on the docket today, y'all know what it is. Been going crazy these last 24 to 48 hours. Excuse me, the news just hit that Damian Lillard was involved in a 3-team trade that sent he himself to the Milwaukee Bucks to team up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and their squad over there. In exchange for that trade, the Milwaukee Bucks sent over Drew Holiday. They traded Drew Holiday to the Portland Trail Blazers, which is one of the key pieces to the Milwaukee Bucks championship run. We all know. So it's sad to see Drew grow. Yeah, sad to see Drew go. But nonetheless, that's the NBA business for you. Also, I think this is the move that nobody's talking about that we're going to talk about a little bit more today. DeAndre Ayton, man. DeAndre Ayton is finally out of Phoenix. Why is this not breaking news? Why is this not breaking news? Because we all know that DeAndre Ayton has been essentially frustrated since the day he was drafted to Phoenix. He's always had to take a backseat to either Devin Booker, and then Chris Paul came along, and now Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal. Man, Phoenix has got a lot going on. Let's just say that. And I'm glad to see DeAndre Ayton finally get out of there because he expressed his frustrations for quite a while. And honestly, I just felt like the Phoenix Suns was holding them hostage. You know what I mean? They just holding them hostage for as long as they for as long as they could. And ultimately, they got nothing out of us now. Well, I don't want to say that, but ultimately, the Suns got whatever the Suns got going on. If y'all don't know my take on that, go peep my video. Bradley Beal will be playing the point guard for the Phoenix Suns. All right, guys. So let's get into this. I'm gonna read a little bit of this article from CBS NBA. Oh, fun fact! I just found this out, and I totally forgot this. That y'all remember in the All Star game, when Giannis and LeBron James was doing the whole, picking up their teams. Giannis, out of nowhere, chose Damian Lillard first. I think this is a bit of a sign. I'm sorry, I was looking at a bit of this video. A little bit of a video. Before I pull it up to the live, y'all, I'm sorry. I was watching a couple battles I watched a battle rap between Sue Surf and Cortez. My boys in the battle rap community was telling me battle rap is back and all this kind of stuff. They've been saying that for a couple months. Just because URL dropped some videos. I had kind of jumped off the URL wave. But anyway, I was watching a little bit of that. Anyway, so Damian Lillard will be traded to the Milwaukee Bucks as part of a 3-team deal, including the Phoenix Suns. CBS Sports Bill Ryder confirmed the Portland Trail Blazers will receive Drew Holiday, as we mentioned, DeAndre Ayton, Tumani Kamara, and draft capital in the deal with in draft capital in the deal, while Phoenix lands Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nazir Little, and Keon Johnson. The move represents a significant surprise for Lillard, who has spent the offseason pushing for a trade to the Miami Heat. Specifically, instead, he lands with the Bucks more than 2 months after making a trade request. Here are the details of the blockbuster trade. Again, Bucks receive Dame. Blazers are going to get Drew Holiday, which I just heard what was reported that the Trail Blazers will be giving Drew an opportunity to find a contender to play with. You know, Drew is an NBA champion, a veteran in this league. He's put in his work, so I'm glad to hear Drew Holiday will have that opportunity to at least land with a contender. I also heard that the Golden State Warriors are interested in moving Chris Paul for him, which I would absolutely love that move. With Drew Holiday only being 33 years old, a little bit down on the back end of his prime, of course. He's still a defensive stalwart. You know, he still can guard. You know, your first, second, maybe you could. Maybe your second or third best player, you know what I mean? I would give him that, but he could definitely do his work on the opposing team's best scorer. So that'll relieve Steph Curry and Clay of a lot of responsibilities. If they was able to land him. That's just my hot take for that. But I did hear that they was going to move Drew to a contender. The Suns receive. We mentioned that. Grayson Allen and all those guys, which would be good for the Phoenix Suns because they already have 3 superstars that's going to be holding the ball for the most part. So that's why I was really cheering for DeAndre Ayton to get out of that situation, because if he wasn't getting the ball with just CP3 and with just CP3 and Devin Booker, bruh, you definitely not getting that ball with Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal. Oh, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We need you down there getting 10 rebounds, 10 to 15 rebounds, Aiden. You don't need to score points. You know what I mean? You're the new DeAndre Jordan, I guess. But the article proceeds. Lillard, a 7-time All-Star, can provide the Bucks with tremendous spacing thanks to his infamous long-range shooting. Only Stephen Curry and James Harden can top the 2,387 three-pointers he's made since entering the league. While his career mark of 37% from the long range isn't necessarily elite on paper, he's consistently had to take difficult shots because of the personnel around him. Okay, let's stop this. Let's read a little bit. Now he'll join Giannis Antetokounmpo, who demands as much attention in the paint as any player in the league and regularly draws double and triple teams on drives. Lillard and Chris Middleton should be able to feast on open looks for a dynamic Buck squad that'll be tough to stop when healthy in 2023-2024 basketball season. The casuals won't be addressed, but the Trailblazers fans and the Portland I love truly will be, and they'll be addressed truthfully. Stay tuned. Excited for the next chapter. Okay, so this is Damian Lillard's response, because some people was thinking that Damian Lillard would opt out of this trade or whatever and still try to pursue Miami. I don't know why he would do that, because, you know, teaming up with Milwaukee, he's closer to a championship than he is teaming up with Jimmy Butler and Bam out there in Miami. But Damian Lillard's response, and we're going to wrap this article up. Get to the commentary. The casuals won't be Damian Lillard tweets, or he puts out an X. It's so weird doing that platform now. The casuals won't be addressed, but the Trailblazers fans in the city of Portland that I love truly will be. And they will be addressed truthfully. Stay tuned. Excited for my next chapter. And then he adds the Bucks. So now that we gotten through that, let's get to the nitty gritty. All right, my commentary on this situation. I like it, but I like it for the Portland Trailblazers more. You know, what they got going over there with the young squad, Scoot Henderson, I think Anthony Simmons. Now they're going to have a formidable, 20 and 10 guy in DeAndre Ayton. If that team stays healthy, that's a young team that I feel like is doing a lot of damage in the next 3 to 5 years. You know what I mean? I like that team. Even DeAndre Ayton, I know he's still young as well. For the Phoenix Suns, like I said, I like them getting all those complimentary players. Phoenix has three ball dominant players. They also have three superstars. So the last thing they needed was another superstar who would demand the ball. So it's perfect that they got all of these complementary pieces. Namely Grayson Allen, who is a nice defender. He plays with toughness. He can get you a couple three balls on the perimeter as well. And down to the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay. And I kind of said this in some of my friends' comment sections. You know, my boy, I forget who it was, who reported on it. And forgive me. I want to shout out. I'm going to try to shout out as many as my peers' channels or whatever they got going on. I try to shout them out as much as I possibly can. But whatever the case, he said something on the lines of this is going to be a move that just instantly makes the Milwaukee Bucks a championship favorite. Me, I am more so on the lines of Milwaukee's going to need a defender to complement a perimeter defender to complement Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is not a perimeter defender, guys. We are in the golden era of guards. There's no, it's hardly anything. It's hardly such thing as a point guard or a shooting guard guy. You understand that? What would you call Luka? You know, what would you call Kyrie? What would you call Steph? What would you call Jamal Murray? What would you call Damian Lillard? You know what I mean? These guys are dual, triple threats. Sure, they can all facilitate and do that as well because they're all point guards. But each one of those names I just named could give you at least 25 to 30 points on any given night. Some of those names, 40 to 50. You know what I mean? Let's be a buck. Damian Lillard is still going to have the glaring flaw in his career of not being able to stop anybody. That's why I say, you know, and CJ McCollum was always a decent defender. He was a little bit bigger than Dame, and so he was able to, you know, be a little bit more versatile on defense. But Damian Lillard ain't the answer at all, man. You know, from what my memory served, Jimmy Butler torched Drew Holiday, and Drew Holiday is, I would say, at least 3 to 5 times the defender that Damian Lillard is. What do you think Jimmy Butler is going to do to Dame this time? You know what I mean? What are you going to do if the Bucks are able to make it to the NBA championship? The West is full of elite guards. We just seen Jamal Murray average 30 and 10 in the NBA Finals. We just seen Steph Curry 2 seasons back torch the number 1 defense in the league in the Boston Celtics. And then you got De'Aaron Fox. You got all these young guys, Ja Morant, which Ja's going to be serving his suspension in the beginning of the season. But more times than not, the Memphis Grizzlies are going to be in the mix in the playoffs. They got Marcus Smart over there. I think Marcus Smart would have been a perfect, what I'm talking about right there, that complimentary player to Dame. Now, because now I would rather had Chris Middleton moved, traded, and then Giannis, Dame, and Drew would have been and Brooke Lopez down there. That would have been a night. I would have what everybody's getting hyped up about right now. I would have that same emotion if the Milwaukee Bucks found a way to move Chris Middleton instead of Drew Holiday. You know what I'm saying? That's essentially what I'm saying. I would have been a lot more. I would have seen what everybody's getting excited about. I don't see what everybody's getting excited about right now, y'all. I said the same thing about Miami. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, why would Miami do this? And this guy is not known for his defense. You know what I mean? And you need defense to win championships. That's just how I'm seeing it right now. Like I said, Chris Middleton. I don't think he's an elite defender. I don't think he's an elite perimeter defender for sure. So who are they going to get? Who are they going to pick up? They got to find somebody. I'm trying to just think in my head, you know what I'm saying? Some of the guys that's available. I can't think of anybody off the top. Like I said, I personally would have been a lot more excited about potential Drew Holiday and Damian Lillard backcourt. I could not get it out today, guys. I'm sorry. But that's just all I got to say for that. You know, but shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis. We all know that Giannis was over there clamoring for more talent, not necessarily a superstar talent. I never heard it on record in all my circles about Giannis literally wanting Dame. You know what I mean? That's not what I heard either, as far as that goes. But I definitely do think that this move will make the Milwaukee Bucks better in a sense, but we've all known Milwaukee for their defense, uh, and now this just kind of this sets them back. You know what I mean? Defensively anyway. Giannis isn't a great shooter, and everybody's talking about, well, this gives the Milwaukee Bucks shooting. It does, but that's one player. You know what I mean? That's one dude. Damian Lillard was one dude shooting in Portland for years. You know what I mean? So he ain't never won nothing because of that. And then Damian Lillard has also played, well, not a dominant, but an elite big man in LaMarcus Aldridge. And he came up short in all those years that he played with LaMarcus Aldridge. Oh, let's get into this bag. Why are we forgetting NBA history, guys? Damian Lillard ain't the answer, guys. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Damian Lillard, attitude-wise, I like him more than I like a James Harden or even a Kyrie sometimes. But he is not a championship piece that just puts you over. You know what I mean? I would have been more excited if Milwaukee had got Kyrie. You know what I mean? That would have been more of a guaranteed championship slot. But we got to wait and see, man. Because everybody was getting hyped up about Kristaps Porzingis going to the Celtics. Everybody got hyped up. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody got hyped up, but I heard a lot of people making a fuss about CP3 going to the Warriors. I've heard a lot of people say stuff about the Lakers, with the additions that they was able to get, Christian Wood and those guys. But ultimately, nah, it's gonna be a not for me. So that's all I want to get at today. We're gonna wait till a little bit more of that situation unfold. We got some other topics to get to. Y'all, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. Thank you for pulling up to episode 3 of the Tony the Savant Show. Shout out to my good friend Naomi Patterson. She has her business, the Terrific 6 Creations. She does custom-made apparel. You need a custom-made shirt, hat. I got some custom-made stuff that she made back there. I might put it on the wall in the next video, episode 4. But I'm just doing some plugs for her. Please go shout out to my good friend Naomi. Also, my boy Trey Catalyst. Shout out to my boy, man. He got some new music on Spotify. Shout out to Trey, man. I didn't have the time to break it down and edit my videos and put your track in there, but it's definitely coming, bro. Definitely rock with the music. My boy Trey over there, a big Houston Texan fan as well. He ride for his team. But shout out to my boy, man. But y'all, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel. Let's get to our next topic now. This kind of segues from the Damian Lillard situation. Like I said, I was kind of hyped up. I'm excited about the new Portland Trail Blazers. Got extremely younger. I feel like they've always had some talent over there, especially the young talent. Excited to see what this kid Scoot Henderson is going to do, but I'm even more excited about the addition of DeAndre Ayton to this team. I kind of wish Drew Holiday would stay with this team because he would be a good veteran presence. Drew Holiday is an elite on offense, he would be a good mentor for these kids, in a defensive way, and also his championship experience. But nonetheless, I am very excited about DeAndre Ayton being on this team. Like I said, in another 3 to 5 years, give this team a little time to develop. I feel like it could be something special, barring any health issues. Sorry, I got a little crook in my neck, man. Barring any health issues, especially with DeAndre Ayton. I think Ayton has been able to kind of stay relatively healthy, for the majority of his career. So hopefully that's not an issue. Scoot, of course, being a rookie, we don't know what he's going to be. Anthony Simmons has been pretty decent. I don't know I know they got another guy over there. I don't know about all of the pieces the Portland Trail Blazers have. Excuse me, but I do know they got youth, got speed now. They don't have the Damian Lillard situation hanging over them. And now this team can really blossom into something. We'll see what that something is. But like I said, DeAndre Ayton has been going through it in Phoenix these last 3 to 4 years. I'm not a diehard DeAndre Ayton fan, but I've seen glimpses of DeAndre Ayton be a productive player, almost relatively star. But I just feel like that his growth and his development has always been hindered by the likes of Devin Booker or Chris Paul, these last recent seasons. Um, KD tried to get him involved, but I just think as well with Monty Williams as another factor. I think Monty Williams was a big deterrent in DeAndre Ayton's growth. And so, like I said, as far as a supporter, I will say I support DeAndre Ayton. As far as a supporter, I am very elated about him being able to get a new opportunity over in Portland, because we've seen over the years that this team, it belongs to Devin Booker. Man, this is Devin Booker's franchise. This team has gone out of their way to acquire guys like CP3, who would only take the ball out of DeAndre's hands even more. They're going out of the way to get KD, another guy that's going to take the ball out of DeAndre Ayton's hands. And lastly, with this addition of Bradley Beal, I just didn't see how DeAndre Ayton was going to have any functional part in this offense at all. You know what I mean? With those three, getting as many shot attempts and just holding the ball as much. Whatever they don't have would have been, what I mean, whenever they not shooting the ball or something like that, would have been hopefully reserved. You know, those opportunities would have been reserved for DeAndre Ayton. But then you still got a whole 12-man roster. You got to get to. You know, you got to spread that ball around. Excuse me, y'all. Like I said, the boy's always working, man. Y'all, I don't know if y'all think I be playing when I say that. I'm literally always working. And I love it. But anyway, you know what I mean? I just don't know. I think this roster could do some things. That roster over there with Phoenix, you know, like I said, I like the complementary pieces that they picked up. But for as far as DeAndre Ayton, this is his chance, man, to show us what he was about. You know what I mean? And hopefully he gets that opportunity to blossom and be a legitimate big man, because in the West, you know, you got Joker, who got Victor Wembanyama now, you got Cat and I forget that other dude, Rudy Gobert. We got those guys over there. We still got Triple J and Steven Adams with Memphis. So they definitely, in the West, you definitely need a big man right now. You know what I mean? And to be able to contend. Um, then, like I said, I like the pickup. I like this for DeAndre Ayton. What will it become? We will see. Y'all, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. Let's get right into the next topic, man, because everybody's been telling me about this Jeff Teague's top 10 point guard list. So I had to go look at it. I had to go look at it, y'all, for myself. Do my research. Here we go. I'm going to take a nap after I'm done with this show. All right, let's see if I can find it. Really? Jeff Teague's top 10 point guards. Where did SGA land? Okay. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I pulled up. I pulled up the wrong article. That's essentially what I'm looking at. Number one point guard in the NBA was Steph Curry, but right now, below him, Doncic is number two. Teague Curry's ability to play down. He had Kyrie at number 5. Why don't they have the list, bro? This is crazy to me. Maybe I should go listen to the article to him actually say this. This is weird because I can't find the list as of right now. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm holding up the show with this nonsense. Jeff Teague ain't even that important, man. They just got all these side articles about his top 10. About De'Aaron Fox at number 8. Just show the list, bro. Yeah, it's so weird. Okay, here we go. I think we found it. Let's see, because, all right, yes, sir, we found it, finally. Sorry for the hold up, y'all. All right, so Jeff Teague's top 10 point guards right now. And let's start from the bottom. Number 10, This is crazy to me, man. This is why I don't respect some of you NBA players. Jeff Teague, you got good NBA stories, man. But get out of the media, man. Get out of the media. Just tell your stories. Go on somebody's podcast, tell your stories, and get out of here because these lists be. This man got Jamal Murray. I thought we just talked about Jamal Murray coming off a 30 and 10 in the NBA Finals. This man got Jamal Murray, number 10. Number 10. And then when I heard the list, that's the only reason I wanted to do this, segment. I was gonna do a video, but like I said, I don't really respect Jeff Teague like that. I don't like dude in the sense of sometimes when Jeff Teague is talking, you can tell that he's a media shield. He's just saying some stuff for clicks. But anyway, Jamal Murray, NBA champion, most on the defending NBA champion team, Jamal Murray is number 10. The only thing that's been holding Jamal Murray back was injuries, bro. Anytime we've seen Jamal Murray actually play, he's been one of the more better, at least decent to better point guards in the league. Have we forgotten him in spite of Mitchell going crazy when he had that back and forth in the bubble? You know what I mean? That was probably the best part of the bubble. That Laker ring. The best part of the bubble was that Spider Mitchell versus Jamal Murray matchup. And I can't recall when. I think it's probably the second round, second round, something like that. But they was balling, Utah versus the Nuggets. They was balling. So, excuse me. I'm a big Jamal Murray fan. I may sound biased. I'm not like a day one Jamal Murray fan. No, sir. Jamal Murray made me a fan in this playoff run because while everybody was hooping and hollering about Joker and understandably I love Joker too. Jamal Murray wasn't getting no light. He was balling. Just like I said, 30 and 10 in the finals, bro. Stop. But he's number 10 on Jeff Teague's list. I don't know if that's hate. I don't know if that's, Jeff Teague legitimately feels that way, but I don't get how you can put an NBA champion underneath these other names I'm about to say. And we got two other NBA champions on this list. Two other NBA champions. So this man got legitimately 7 point guards that's ahead of Jamal Murray right now in the league. And Jamal Murray is the only one with a ring outside of the other two names. Anyway, let's get to number 9, Jalen Brunson. Now, Jalen Brunson, I'm a big fan. I like what the Knicks got going on over there. Jalen Brunson is still a wee young lad in this thing, though. You know what I mean? Jalen Brunson had one good season with the Knicks, one decent season. He was a good complimentary player over there in Dallas. He had some moments. But at the end of the day, Jalen Brunson over Jamal Murray, no. I'm sorry, bro. Jalen Brunson ain't got enough on his resume. He got to put more work in. And I don't think anybody with common sense would argue with that. And I'm not knocking Jalen Brunson. But Jamal Murray just got an NBA championship, bro. That counts for something. That does count for something. And there's another fun fact for y'all. As much heap and praise as everybody putting on Joker wasn't winning nothing until Jamal Murray was injured. You know what I mean? Joker wasn't winning. He got his MVPs. Excuse my redact that he did. Joker didn't get any NBA championships without Jamal Murray. You know what I mean? This is for those same dudes that say that same crap about Jordan not getting a championship without Pip and Curry not getting. Well, Curry got 2 championships without KD. I don't know how they keep that narrative up, but it's just one of those things. You know what I mean? Like it's just gonna be one of those things where, depending on how you look at it, if you're Joker boy, you really love Joker or whatever, you might discount the efforts of Jamal Murray a little bit. I understand. Or if you're just a hater, you go discount everybody's efforts. But I think it's blasphemous to put a dude that's a baby in the league right now. A grown man. Shout out to Jalen Brunson, but his resume is baby mode right now. He ain't got nothing on there, nothing to distinguish himself as a top 10 point guard. And I'm gonna keep saying my boy Jamal Curry. That's what he played like in the finals. I'm gonna keep saying my boy Jamal Murray's name because I don't see how these guys have got. I don't see how Jeff Teague put these other names on there. And I hope Jeff Teague see this show. I hope you see this show, bro, because this is crazy. You're an NBA player. You don't. I see why he ain't got an NBA championship, man. These dudes that don't be having rings don't respect other dudes with the rings. I don't know why. Anyway, let's go to number 8, De'Aaron Fox. I am very big fan of number 5. You know what I mean? I was one of those people way back in the day, when Lonzo Ball and De'Aaron Fox was going at it. I was telling folks that De'Aaron Fox is better than Lonzo Ball, and I'm a Lonzo Ball fan to this day. I appreciate that he plays for my Bulls and what he brings to the table. Although my boy is a part of some kind of bank fraud, we got to do a video. I'm gonna do a video on that before I take my nap. But anyway, De'Aaron Fox has been one of those dudes I've loved since he was at college. I think he went to Kentucky, I believe. It was a standout there. Came into the league, became a standout here. Has been balling. He went on that run last season, like almost an MVP like run. The Sacramento Kings, man, they might take another leap forward this season and another leap forward next season, and they gonna probably be in the mix. You know what I mean? Definitely be in the mix as one of the better basketball teams in the NBA, especially when you got guys like Steph Curry, getting older. You got guys like CP3, all these aging legends. All these aging point guards that's been in the West and has been, the dominant figures these past 10 to 15 years. They're getting older. And I feel like De'Aaron Fox is part of the new generation of dudes that's going to step right into it and become one of the elite point guards in his time. So I respect him at number 8. I mean, I wouldn't put 2 or 3 names on this list. I think he could be higher on the list, respectfully. But like I say, I got a lot of support. Equity as far as support goes for De'Aaron Fox. I do think he's going to be one of the better point guards in the next 5 to 10 years, especially as the aging guys are getting older and going to be on their way out. We got number 7, guy that I'm big on as well, Trae Young. I know Trae Young gets a lot of, flack for whatever reason. I've heard a number of people say that Trae Young's game, excuse me, this is messing with me, bro. Anyway, I've heard a lot of people criticize Trae Young's game, just say he's a big stat guy. He, shoots a lot. That's crazy. That's cool. But Trae Young has as much success in the league as Luka Doncic. And I've heard people go as far as saying Luka Doncic is the future face of the NBA. How? When Luka don't have no more on his resume than Trae Young does. Maybe a couple more All-NBAs, I think, give or take. I think Luka has like 2 or 3 NBA All-NBAs. Nonetheless, I'm not putting him. I'm not seeing the complete distinguishment between those two. Because everybody has Luka so high on the list, but then they got Trae Young so low on the list, and both these guys have done the same thing. You know what I mean? As far as this far in their careers in the NBA. Also, Trae Young plays for the Atlanta Hawks, guys. Do y'all understand that the Atlanta Hawks are just one of those franchises in sports history that just never really got it right? You know what I mean? I think they did Dominique Wilkins dirty. I remember, I'm just going off history of some stuff I remember in my head. The Atlanta Hawks are one of those franchises that just can't get right. You know what I mean? No matter if they have a good team, bad team, they rebuilding, they got a superstar right now and can't get right. They're just one of those teams, man. You know what I mean? They'll put the pieces together, and those guys perhaps can't stay healthy. They'll do some things that look like they're moving in the right direction. I remember back when they had the Joe Johnson and Josh Smith. They had that. What was my dude Marvin? Can't think of his last name, but you know what I mean. They had a good squad over there. Paul Millsap, Al Horford, now it's coming back to me. They had a squad, and even with that squad, they could not get right. So they got a lone superstar. I know they got some other good pieces in Atlanta, but I think Trae Young takes a lot of criticism because the Atlanta Hawks are just one of those franchises. He unfortunately got drafted too. Trae Young was a high draft pick, guys. I don't think he would have asked to go into Atlanta, but that's the situation, and I think a lot of people hold the failures of the Atlanta Hawks against Trae Young. Trae Young is a big time talent. He's been accused of being a coach killer. I don't really agree with that too much because he's had success with NBA coaches, and then those same NBA coaches got fired for whatever reason. If that was part of Trae Young, then that's just a part of being a superstar. All the superstars are hard to deal with. We heard it about Mike, Jordan, Magic, Larry, Shaq, LeBron, all the Kobe. We hear how difficult it is to work with the greater athletes in the leagues. It's just a part of it. So Trae Young might be one of those dudes, but I've also seen Trae Young come up big, come up clutch. He's fearless. So that's why I like Trae. And I think number 7 is a good spot for him. Number 7. Number 6 is Ja Morant. We don't dodge no smoke around here. The Memphis Grizzly himself will be starting this next NBA season. I think it was a 25-game suspension. I thought he should have got 50. You know what I mean? Just because he's a repeat offender. Like, bro, you just got in trouble for this. Why are you getting in trouble for this again? You know what I mean? I've gotten in trouble in my lifetime, guys. Let me tell you. But never in my heart of hearts did I think to do the same exact thing. I just suffered the repercussions of that action. You know what I mean? So like, no, I don't want to do that again. You know what I mean? So as weird as it is, Ja Morant, just one of those dudes. I think it's just because he's young. I think he's like 22, 23 years old. He's just enjoying success. Probably has never had this much success or attention in his life. So shout out to him, man. He's just being a kid, essentially. All right, let's get to the top 5. But before we do, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. Hold on, man. I even put my banner up. That's wild. That is crazy. I'm still learning how to do all this computer stuff, y'all. I'll be having a lot of my peers who got bigger channels and a little bit more professional look. I'll be having 100 questions for them, man. Like, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that, man? I'm humble, bro. I'm trying to learn. And so I just learned how to do my banner thing not too long ago. And even have it up, man. We got through half the show. That's crazy. But please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. Y'all see the boy Jordan on my boy MJ. Got the big bro Harry, the Currys, I hoop in. You know what I mean? Well, I retired those just because got some new kicks, and those ain't old at all. I just don't like burning out my shoes, just in case. Just in case you want to throw back on, do a throwback on them. Had to put the Currys up. All right, y'all. Let's get into the top 5, man, real fast. Jeff Teague's top 10 NBA point guards in the league. And I'm love the show is going the way it's going because we got so many more topics to discuss, but it's going to make episode 4 even more dope. I'm going to try to make this more of a daily thing now. Like I said, the first 2 episodes, we got it in with my boy Marlo Knows Basketball and Boxing. Y'all go sub to his channel. Got great content. Also, my boy Darian Hopkins in the Darian Hopkins show. Shout out to D Hop. He pulled up for episode 1. So shout out to him, man. I rock with my bro. He's doing good things over there. Make sure y'all go swing by his channel, like, subscribe, all that good stuff as well. All right, so the top 5 of Jeff Teague's NBA point guards right now. We get into that one of those NBA champions I discussed, Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving, Kyrie Irving has had his antics over the years, yes. But I like Kyrie. Kyrie, when he's on, he's on. When Kyrie is on, he's one of the top players in the NBA. Let's not just trap him into the point guard, category. Kyrie is one of those dudes that's when he's on, he's one of the best players in the NBA. And the only reason I'm saying I would make him higher is because there's some other names on his list that's not as accomplished as Kyrie. But at the same time, Kyrie at number 5, I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? Kyrie, when he is on, like I say, he's one of the best players in the league. Only thing that you can really knock against Kyrie is his the head games he be going through or playing. He's one of my favorite players. Let me throw that out there. And not every time that Kyrie's in the media for one of his antics, I'm not always upset with him. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it, sometimes Kyrie makes sense. Sometimes he doesn't. But at the end of the day, top 5 point guard in the league right now. Easy. Yeah, you can give him that. Especially considering the names on this list. Kyrie has a lot more on his resume. Kyrie brings a lot more to the table as a player. There's a reason why he still gets what he wants in the NBA right now. You know what I mean? He's a very talented dude. Also was endorsed by Kobe Bean Bryant himself, the Mamba, who was also Kobe was endorsed by Jordan. So it's kind of like, Kyrie is in that royalty of lineage there. Um, but like I said, yeah, Kyrie comes with his antics, his emotions. But when he's on, he's on. You definitely want that Kyrie on your team. You know what I mean? When Kyrie wants to play, and he's motivated. Excuse me. You want that guy on this team. Now, I will say this though. I just want to throw this out there. Boston Kyrie will forever go down as one of the players that Boston team was just my 2K team, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna put it out there. That 2K Kyrie on the Boston Celtics, those 2 or 3 years, 4 years he was there. That was my 2K team, man. And I ran so many plays with that team, man. It was just perfect. You know, they had everything: the shooting, defense, young Jay Tatum, young Jay Brown, Al Horford, Gordon Hayward. If you knew how to play with that team, uh, that team was dang near better than the Golden State Warriors. You know what I mean? Honestly, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I won so many tournaments and basketball games with that team. So I've always had a disdain for Kyrie messing up that Boston thing, man. That team should have got a ring easy. Should have got a ring easily. You know what I mean? With all the pieces that they had, all the talent that they had enough dogs to, guard everybody, get at everybody. They had enough offense to outscore everybody. Oh, just one of those what ifs in the NBA. So I do want to throw that out there. I've always had a disdain for Kyrie for messing that situation up. But nonetheless, let's get on to number 4. Now that we're in the top 5, we got SGA, Shea Gildress Alexander himself. I am been buying this kid's stock the last few years. I will admit that I wasn't. I've always knew SGA's name, always heard about him somewhere in the mix, but um, this season and probably the last season before this previous season. He was making me a fan. You know, I mean, just putting out some big performances, some big games. I think he averaged 30 points this last season, so he's definitely on the up and up as a youngster. I don't know exactly how old SGA is, but I know he's still young, still got room for growth. But love what we're seeing already. He's already a franchise player, and he's definitely developing to be a superstar. Uh, I don't really have much to say about SGA because he's just one of those players I'm still watching. I'm still, getting to know, if you will. We had a cordial meeting last season. Now I want to see if he can continue on and see what he's really about. So let's go with number 3, the man that just got traded. Top 75 allegedly himself, Damian Lillard, Dame Dollar. Just got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. We had a nice little fun segment about that, the previous segment. Um, I'm not mad at Dame being top 3. It's just Damian did nothing to earn top 3. This is where I get upset that Jamal Murray is not higher. Because yes, Damian Lillard is a top point guard right now, but he ain't did nothing. So irritating. The era that we're in right now, man. We just give people participation trophies all over the place. I'm of the ilk that yes, you can have all those individual accolades, blah 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 blah. But Charles Barkley had individual accolades. Karl Malone had individual accolades. We don't hold these guys they're NBA legends because of their individual play. But the reason why we don't reference these guys when we talking about the GOATs and the greatest is because they didn't have any team successes. They didn't lead their team anywhere, and that's what Dame is at with me. Dame has led nothing nowhere. Um, and it's just so upsetting that he's so highly touted. When I found out that he was a top 75 player, I was just like, where? Why? Where? I've seen Dame choke plenty of times. I've seen Dame get destroyed by Steph Curry plenty of times. So it's just, what are y'all seeing that I'm not seeing? Now, I ain't saying that he ain't no, I'm not saying Dame no bum. I'm not saying he but these little viral moments because he hit a shot and all that, stop, bro. There's so much cap in my generation. I'm sorry. There's too much cap going on. And it just is what it is. But Dame Lillard at number 3. I'm not mad, but it just goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of this segment. Jamal Murray is top 3 right now, bro. You can't tell me not. Jamal Murray. I'm taking Jamal Murray over all these names right now. I'm taking Jamal Murray over number 2, Luka Doncic. Now, Luka is a very good point guard. He's a very Luka. It reminds me of LeBron James so much. Not in his personality. Nothing alike personality wise. Luka is tough as nails. He don't take nobody's crap. LeBron is passive aggressive and weird. But anyway, Luka is just one of those dudes that I've also given a vote that he could be the face of the franchise. Um, I like Luka's attitude. I think Luka is number three. Is the number three point guard in the league in time. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm putting Jamal Murray number two in his rightful place. I will put Luka as number three because Luka has shown me a lot. Um, he's shown us that 62-point triple double. You know what I mean? And I don't get hung up on stats. I just remember seeing that game and just seeing how he gritted that game out. He literally put the Mavs on his back in order to get that victory. Um, no garbage points in that game, as far as as my opinion goes. But like I say, Luka is a bad man. He's definitely probably got the highest ceiling out of all of the young bucks that's in the league right now, with the exception of probably Wembanyama. I could see Luka taking over the league and running the show for the next 10 years, easy. You know what I mean? So as much as I buy the Luka Doncic stock as high as I give him a lot of praise and all that stuff. No, I don't got him number two. I'll have him number three. But number one, in everybody's book right now, Stephen Curry, best point guard in the league. I don't think there's any way you can argue that, considering what Stephen Curry did in 2022. He's put himself in very rare company. Um, and everybody was waiting around to see what Steph would do after Kevin Durant left. You know what I mean? Me too. You know what I mean? I was very interested to see if Steph Curry was able to string together another MVP-like run. Even though he didn't win MVP in that year, he was, it's pretty phenomenal. But yeah, he definitely turned it on during the playoffs and with the night. That's when we got that famous celebration. My little point guard on 2K does it right now. Every time that's how I know I hit the three before I hit it. You know what I mean? Stole Steph Curry's gesture. So anyway, Jeff Teague, very, very mid list. So some names. I'm not mad at the names that he got on the list. Maybe I capped a little bit in the beginning because I was so mad about the Jamal Murray placing. Y'all forgive me. I've kind of calmed down in the last few minutes. I'm not mad at the list, Jeff. I am mad at the placement of the list. You can scramble the name just a little bit, but everybody on this list deserves to be there. I don't see any like duds or any flukes in those selections. So shout out to Jeff Teague, top 10 point guards in the league right now. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. List in the comment section. Like I said, I like the names, don't like the placement of the orders. But please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. The boy don't stop working, man. All right, we got time for one more segment. Let's just make it an NBA show, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't intend for this. I had a couple different subjects that I want to discuss, but like I said, it's going to give us an opportunity to keep episode 4, and I'm looking at the topics 1, 2. We got 3 more just sections of topics. You know what I mean? I thought I was going to be able to get them in and get it out. I should know myself better than this. I get passionate about my sports, but nonetheless, you'll make episode 4 or 5, and presumably 6. Way more fire. And like I said, I'll be trying to get to doing these daily. Now that we got the studio. Yeah, so we're in the studio too, man. I forgot to even start the video off like that. Like I said, I was looking at some battle rap, man. I do my battle rap. I'm a part of battle rap communities. I don't have a channel tailored to battle rap, but I was sitting here doing some battle rap. I was in the communities. We was talking crazy. Everybody was watching the Sue Surf and Cortez battle, streaming it, and it was a good time. You know what I mean? It felt good to be in the studio. And being able to scream like that bar was crazy. I love this, man. This is good. So anyway, I'm just gonna make this a basketball show today. Just cause I want to keep I don't want to keep the show going crazy long and all that stuff, guys. So anyway, let's get to the last topic. Once more, please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. Y'all's love and support is greatly appreciated. Not only do you humble the kid, you motivate the kid, and I'm going to keep working. That's what it all is about. So keep this content coming. So we just got to report. I got to report that Ben Simmons is fully healthy, and he hasn't been fully healthy in quite some time. And there's a lot of excitement around a fully healthy Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, I believe, is still signed with Clutch Sports, man. You got to realize something about these clutch sports dudes, man. You're never going to get the correct perception of what a clutch sports player is. Right now, there's a perception that Anthony Davis is top 75. False. Right now, there's a perception that Draymond Green is a Hall of Fame player. False. Right now, there's a perception that Ben Simmons is going to come back this season and do what he's been saying, do what this phenomenal stuff we've been waiting for him to do since he graduated from LSU. And me, I can't just say false right now because the future has not been lived out yet. But come on, man. Come on, man. Ben Simmons does this every time, y'all. Could we start falling for the foolery? This is why I'm shocked that James Harden's top 75 because there's so much foolery that you miss stuff. When did I miss that Ben Simmons approved himself to us? Like he set himself apart as a phenomenal basketball player. When did this happen? Because I've been waiting on it. I was a Ben Simmons fan back in LSU, to tell y'all the truth. I like Ben Simmons the first couple years and all that stuff, but Ben Simmons is one of those dudes over time that has just, his true colors has shown. He's fallen off. And I feel bad for him because he's so talented, but he has so many shortcomings and flaws. The man is an NBA basketball player and scared to take a jump shot. Yeah, I've never seen this. I've never seen this before, unless you was like a 7'2" center, you know what I mean, in the 90s. I never seen anybody just go out of their way not to take a jump shot. And he's supposed to be a point guard. He's supposed to be, the next LeBron and all this stuff. So wild crazy to me. It is that we're going through this again, that Ben Simmons is getting the headlines again, talking about, what he's going to be and what he's going to do. Me, man, I'm just calling cap. That's all it is. And I just don't like it at one bit. Like I said, I don't know. Ben Simmons is just a character to me, man. He's just one of those James Harden types. It's ironic those two got traded straight up for each other. They're 1-1 as far as personalities, just like each other. Just one of those ultimate talented dudes that ain't did nothing with it. You know what I mean? And like I said, when I think of these dudes, I think of the Kyrie Irvings outside of LeBron James years. I think of the Kevin Durant's outside of the Steph Curry years. I think of the James Hardens. Period. Outside of that one lone OKC run to the championship, James Harden has been very mid to me. Love the numbers, love the video game, play style, but we winners over here, man. Y'all see me, man. I'm a part of the dynasty. We had 2 3-peats when I was coming up, so that's what my standard is. That Michael Jordan, and if you ain't coming home with the trip, all that stats, all that MVPs, all that's only gonna go so far with me, man. You know what I mean? If you ain't coming home with the chip. The reason why Nikola Jokic was getting so much criticism, even after winning back-to-back MVPs, is because we had not seen him bring home a chip. Even if Joker won this last, he won 3 consecutive MVPs, but didn't win a ring and all that mix. I'm sorry. We would have been like the greatest MVP to never do nothing. You know what I mean? That would have been his narrative. So that's just what I'm thinking about that. Ben Simmons, more cap. I'm calling it out early. Stop. I don't want to hear about Ben Simmons being healthy, doing nothing. Ben Simmons is a role player, guys. He accepted that when he went to Brooklyn and Kyrie and KD told him, just give us the ball. You know what I mean? Do whatever you're going to do out there, baby. We don't care. Just give us the ball. You know what I mean? We've seen this. And so it's ugly. It's nasty, but we got to go through it again. Another off season of photo ops. Another off season of I'm feeling good. I'm 100%. But then Ben Simmons' back goes out on him. You know what I mean? Now he's not 100%. Or Ben Simmons having some kind of mental issues where he's not feeling himself. And please forgive me. I don't mean to be insensitive to those out there with mental health issues or whatever like that. I do have a heart and I do have compassion for y'all. But when it comes to being an athlete, I've been an athlete. When it comes to being a warrior, I've been a warrior, still a warrior. You got to understand, man, you got to put some of that stuff to the side. When you're an athlete, you're a warrior, you're in a competitive environment, it has to be a tunnel vision. Of course, there's a lot of distractions on this side, a lot of distractions on that side, but the tunnel vision, man, I got a mission to accomplish. Of course, I got a lot of stuff going on. Who don't? You know what I mean? I'm sorry. That's just a part of life. Everybody has 1,000 issues, especially nowadays. But it's about the folks that can just focus up, zero in. All right, I got this mission. I need to accomplish it. That's it. That's all. Like Peter said, the Paul. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be too dragging on. So that's just my qualm with that clutch client, Ben Simmons. But all in all, we'll see. We got to see what's going to happen. We got to see what's going to happen with this Damian Lillard trade. Very excited, to see what him and the Bucks are going to be able to accomplish. Um, do y'all remember? Do y'all think Damian Lillard would have changed the Miami Heat Milwaukee Bucks series last season? Round one when Giannis went out. Do y'all think that Dame would have been able to carry the Milwaukee Bucks past that Miami Heat team that we seen? Yeah, that went to the finals. It was taking the Boston Celtics, the other favorite to come out of the East, took them to 7 rounds, to 7 games. This was a number 8 seed Miami Heat. You know what I mean? It would have been interesting to see if Damian Lillard could have got that team, the Milwaukee Bucks team, past the Miami Heat in the absence of Giannis, because we all know Giannis suffered an injury. That's unfortunate. We got to kind of shoot him some bail in that regard. But it just kind of ponders, like, would Dame Lillard have been enough to get the Milwaukee Bucks past the Miami Heat? That's just a question for y'all as well. I'm going to learn how to start putting up polls. But anyway, that's the show, y'all. On to keep it under an hour. We did that. Got the basketball stuff out of the way. We will be back for episode 4. Let's try that for tonight. I got to do a couple things for the other business. Got to hit the job and then talk to the family, all that good stuff. And then tonight, we'll have a late stream. So we'll see. We'll go from there. But nonetheless, that is the show. Thank you for pulling up. My slogan, man, y'all the bosses. I'm the guy that loves to work, so I'm about to get back to work. I'm not a player. I'm not a coach. I'm a savant. Ain't no sleep over here, just cat naps and hot tea today. Usually some coffee. But y'all get a goal accomplished, man. Don't ever forget to set a small goal for yourself to get through the day. Set a medium goal to get through the week. And then set you a big goal that you want to accomplish from month to month. If not a bigger goal that you want to accomplish year to year. That's the easiest way to set goals, guys. Just figure out something that you can do today, get it done. Figure out something you can do this week, get it done. Figure out you can do something this month, get it done. That's the whole point of life, man. It's a roller coaster. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. I love y'all. I definitely appreciate the love and the support and all of the stuff that y'all give me, man. I do. You humble me, you motivate me. Y'all are bosses. Let me get back to work because I love this work. Peace.